World Army is there for is to impose the will of the world government on any nation or group on the planet that doesn't want to accept the diktats of the world government. This is what it's all about. And this surveillance and this constant Orwellian explosion of new laws and impositions, that's not there for the mass of the people, because they know that the mass of the people will just go along with it and keep their heads down. All that is for the people who are waking up and are seeing the game or have the power to do something about it, which we do.
Now, one of the interesting things that you out there may or may not know about what David's talking about tonight is last weekend there was a secret meeting took place in America in a place called Lake Clear, reported in one small independent newspaper, nowhere else in America. And apparently the heads of the military top brass in the Pentagon, Germany, France, Italy, and apparently they believe Great Britain, that was put in there as apparently because nobody knew for sure, all got together for a secret meeting. Now, what would be the purpose of that? Why a secret meeting of all the top military brass from Europe and America in one place? Could be a rational explanation, something to do with Iraq, for instance, and withdrawal of troops, but I think that's unlikely.
Well, when you get to the level of the secret agenda rather than the movie, there's a very logical explanation. When people at these high levels of the military from all over the world get together, it's a simple thing: coordination of policy, coordination of approach, coordination of action. Because through these pyramids, the military is also pyramids within pyramids. I mean, they send the troops out to Iraq and Afghanistan to get blown away, and they're just the fodder. And when they come back, you know, oh, support our troops. Yeah, get our troops out there to get killed and kill people. Oh, that's great. Oh, we've got some troops back, and they've been blown away. They've lost limbs. They've been burned horrifically. What are we going to do with them? Shh. Hey, want a pension? Oh, not sure about that. What compensation? Oh, not sure about that. There's a lot in it. And all the rest of it. So that's the level of the bottom of the pyramid in the military. But you start going up, and those people fighting at that level, they think they're fighting terrorists in Iraq. Right. They think they're fighting terrorists in Afghanistan. When you get up to this level, with the kind of level that you're talking about, those people know far more about what the agenda is, and the fact that it is a coordinated agenda to take the planet over. And to do that, if you want a world centrally controlled tyranny, you have to centralize power, and that includes in the military, and that's what these sort of meetings are all about.
Well, fulfilling the intent, that's what it's all about, and bringing the power back. How do we do that, David?
Well, the thing is, Ross, that there's two ways of looking at a problem. You can try to find a solution to it, or you can remove the cause of it. And removing the cause is by far the most efficient way of doing it, because we're drowning in solutions. What is the cause of the problem that allows a few people to control 6 billion? 6 billion daily, by the minute, give their power away to the few they don't even know exist. They give it away by believing that they are their body, and therefore, once you identify with Charlie Smith or Ethel Jones, you're identifying with a sense of limitation, with a sense of powerlessness, with a sense of little me. So we need to move our point of observation for a start from the body is who we are to the body is our experience, and we are consciousness, infinite consciousness, pure genius, having an experience. And if you get so caught in body consciousness, and the five sense awareness is basically your only way of decoding and perceiving the world, you cut yourself off from the full magnitude of who you are, and basically, instead of you infinite consciousness, that which leaves the body at what we call death, that which near-death experiences are having and being aware of when they leave the body, what they really are, infinite consciousness. And they talk about how their minds and consciousness massively expands to multiple levels once they leave the body. Why? Because the body operates like a telescope. It takes us down and focuses in a tiny range of frequencies, which we call this reality. That's fine, it's an experience. But if you get so caught in this reality that you identify the vehicle with you, you cut yourself off from the true magnitude of who you are. Now, this whole conspiracy is based on getting people into that state, because once they're in that state, they become a herd of sheep, basically, and controllable and manipulatable. Once you move your point of observation, and I've done it, and I've seen others do it, and really, I can't emphasize this enough. People say, what do we do? Oh, it's so hard, and I have to sit cross-legged in India for years and meditate. No. You just have to move your point of awareness and your point of self-identity and live it from I am Ethel Jones to I am infinite consciousness having experienced as Ethel Jones. I tell you, your whole life will change when you do that. And the key thing then, as I was saying in that clip, is when you move your point of observation, your energy changes, your energetic field changes. So what you're putting out changes, so what you bring towards you in people, places, experiences, opportunities changes. And what people experience in that initial period is their life breaking down. I did it in public. And as your life breaks down, you think it's terrible, everything's going wrong, oh, my life's breaking down, my relationship's broken up, this has gone wrong, this has gone wrong, when in fact, what is happening is the old programs are breaking down as you change, and the manifestations of those programs, your old life, is breaking down. It's a good thing. Enjoy it. Go with it, because on the other side of it is the paradise that you were looking for when you put out the intent. Life presents your greatest gifts so often, it has for me, as your worst nightmare. But with hindsight, you realize it wasn't your worst nightmare. It was your greatest gift.
It's like every cloud has a silver lining. Now, we've got just about a minute left, so I'm going to ask you this very quickly. There's 3 or 4 people all here texting in with the same question. How can we do something about this? How can we make change?
I've just said the first thing we need to do. Einstein said, quite rightly, words to the effect of, you cannot solve problems with the same level of consciousness that created them. And that's what we've been doing because of the way that our consciousness has been suppressed. You have a political party with a certain political consciousness, and they do this. Another party replaces them with the same kind of consciousness. It's got a different name, but they do the same. That's why nothing changes. We need a consciousness shift, and that means moving our point of observation. And once you do that, you become aware of your best contribution to making a difference. You don't have to keep saying to people, what should I do? What do you think I should do? Because the body and thought and intellect and what should I do is a very low level of consciousness.
Right. We've got to stop you there, David, because we're running into a break. Sorry
okay.
about that.
Well, I'll run with you then.
This in just a moment. Yeah, let's run together. Join us in a few more minutes for more. Now That's Weird.